Welcome back to Peapod Cove. Today we talking Orlando Brown. He's been a Disney star. I grew up watching him as a kid, kid star. My kids watched him. And at some point he kind of took a left turn. And in the industry, you see it with a lot of different people where they're either they go left, right, we don't know what happened to them, but something clicks and they just become other people.
It's no surprise by now that child stars have a rough time adjusting. Despite the fact that it looks like you're getting everything you've ever wanted, the evidence makes it all too clear that there are some major side effects that come with growing up on television, in recording studios, or on the silver screen. From Macaulay Culkin to Aaron Carter and Corey Haim, the rigors of your earliest years being tainted by the pressures and temptations of fame has a way of leading to major traumas that they spend decades of their life trying to recover from. And at times, the story winds up tragically with addiction and other vices creeping in, leading to horrible premature deaths. But at the moment, no one is a bigger advertisement from the ravages of child stardom than Orlando Brown. The once promising actor is now better known as a troubled man with absolutely no filter, who makes allegations left and right while spawning no shortage of crazy viral clips in the process.
Speaking of Raven and Mickey Mouse, you had that line in No Fear.
Yeah.
You know what line I'm talking about?
Yeah, tell Minnie Mouse to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you niggas scat. Yeah, well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that, yeah.
But this didn't happen overnight. Instead, it was a process that began long ago, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. It's your boy Luesta, and this is how Orlando...
It was crazy, man, because a lot of these kids get dropped off in Hollywood at a young age. They get dropped off, and you can see a lot of trauma. They get dropped off.
Brown apparently lost his mind. With roles in Major Payne, Coach, Sister...
Yo, I remember Major Payne. He was, wow, it's crazy. You look back at how young he was back then. I remember when that came out. I used to watch that with my kids all the time. And I Am Major Payne.
The Jamie Foxx Show, Orlando Brown was a fixture of the entertainment landscape in his younger years. Best known for portraying Eddie Thomas in That's So Raven in the 2000s, he did so for many years. And as the show got increasingly popular, he basically became a household name.
Well, I'm Eddie Thomas, and I've always dreamed of being in show business.
Well, son, I'm about to make your dream come true.
But at the height of his fame, Orlando decided to step away from the kids' TV world. In 2007, he severed ties with Disney, opting to dedicate his time to his singing career. Yet almost immediately, he hit a stumbling block. His first arrest came that same year when he wound up being apprehended with marijuana. Orlando was promptly released on bond, but maintained it had nothing to do with him.
It's crazy because it's like the industry started attacking him, allegedly, of course, after he decided he wanted to leave. But
in a statement from around that time, Brown claimed that it wasn't even his vehicle and had just been loaned to him for the purposes of making an album. I didn't know what was in the car. That's not what I do. I consider myself a youth activist. I don't want this arrest lingering over my head, Brown said. I love what...
At the end of the day, man, he's a goddamn good actor as well. Singer. I mean, he's a talented guy. He can do it all. He can do it all. He can sing, rap, act. He's a trifecta.
I do. Why jeopardize what I built? Undergoing a 5-year hiatus from the screen while he attempted to launch a music career, Orlando never managed to obtain a charting single, nor did he lock down a major recording contract. But at least back then, he seemed to be on a positive course, and in interviews, he seemed far more lucid and sincere than we're used to seeing him today.
What brings you out here tonight?
Oh my goodness. Well, my two big brothers, Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers, they've been brothers of mine for years now, and
That's Onyx. Onyx. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Da-da-da.
I know they're going to play a big, great part in this movie.
And when it comes to Michael Jackson and everything that's going on, how did he contribute to your life?
I really, like I've been saying, I really have no words, but I'm respectful towards his contribution to the music industry, and he's been like family to all of us, and I'm not taking it too well, and I won't for a while. I think the world is kind of like that, so to move on, I think that he'll live on.
That must have been after he passed. Yeah, a lot of people cried, man. A lot of people cried. I ain't gonna say I did, but but Mike was a big loss.
Forever, and I know that he'll live on forever.
And what are you working on personally right now?
Well, I just dropped Peter Pan, my new single, and also, I have a video for it, a music video. You can expect me to be on 106th and Park very soon, and you can, expect to hear the record in rotation.
Although he appeared to be on
I don't think he ever showed up on 106 and Park, not to perform, at least.
the straight and narrow back then, the next few years of his life are essentially a mystery. When he did reemerge in the public eye, it wasn't for a second wind of success. Instead, it was because he appeared to be losing his mind and spiraling into criminality. In early 2016, he was arrested for a litany of crimes, including domestic violence, obstruction of justice, and drug possession with intent to sell. Placed in jail before released on bond, Orlando resurfaced while denying that any of it took place.
You don't say I my woman. Baby, did I you? Did I? So damn funny.
However, the notion that this wisecracking star was spiraling became even harder to ignore after he attempted to burglarize a friend's business, which was Legends Restaurant and Venue in Las Vegas.
It's hard to read him because, like I said, when you're in the industry, there's a lot of things they throw at you, and you don't really know what's true, what's real, what's not. And if they gave him something, what was done to him. But I never actually really believe that some of these people are crazy. Like they put him out to be. I believe something happened, whether it was stress that triggered it, but you saw he was a good kid.
Owned by 90s R&B star Danny Boy. As shown in this TMZ clip from 6 years ago, Orlando was caught wandering around the restaurant after hours, looking suspicious. After about a minute of scoping the place out, he covered the camera with a towel, seemingly trying to avoid being seen.
Yo, he got the rag in his hand. Yo, that is messed up. Come on, Orlando. You're supposed to come in the side and cover the camera. You're supposed to scope it out. Yo, look at this. Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. I got to go back there. I messed that up, didn't I? All right, let's run it.
Looking suspicious. After about a minute of scoping the place out, he covered the camera with a towel, seemingly trying to avoid being seen.
Wow.
When discovered by the cops, he said he was there to change the locks, only for Danny Boy to throw him under the bus by denying his claims, leading to Brown's arrest. Amid a series
So if he was there to change the locks, why did you cover the camera? And you didn't even wait a while. You didn't even wait like 10 minutes. You just went. So you could actually say, oh, no, I left.
of bad decisions, Orlando confused the entire world when he got a tattoo of Raven-Symoné's face on his neck, which left her more than a little disconcerted.
Orlando just got a
Oh, wow. I didn't remember this.
tattoo of your face on his neck. Yeah, what do you make of that?
I make of the second season of That's So Raven will be coming out July 25th.
Yet, unfortunately, this was just the beginning, and the common denominator in all of these bad decisions.
That's how you get out of a question. You just promote the show and keep going. I mean, did they ever have something? I don't know. I'm asking. If you know, let me know down in the comments. Did they have any relationship or anything like that together?
Began to come in focus. Now armed with social media accounts, the former actor began unveiling disturbing footage of his increasingly concerned audience. This was due to a whole host of unhinged clips where he appeared to be spiraling and under the influence of any number of substances.
You niggas know you lying. You patted me down at least about 3 times before I went inside. Nobody found nothing on me. I'm telling the truth.
That's definitely somebody off hinge. But you know what? At the same time, I saw some of his best acting come out of that right there. It's like he turns on improv and he goes in improv it. And then he just can't turn it off. There's something there. You know, I'm not sure. Is that his wife or his girlfriend? You could tell she's like, wow, okay, no problem. Let's do it.
Can you speak louder for the people who can hear you and let you know that I love you, baby. Had me eating the worst of the worst in the belly of the beast. But see, Jesus hung around all the swindlers and all that. So it was cool, man. But it wasn't cool.
You know, it's crazy. Like even earlier when he was saying that he don't do drugs, it wasn't his weed. But what he was on there was more than that. That was some out there stuff, you know.
Why you do me like this?
It even led to a bizarre Rich Gang cover.
Like just some little fish over your style. I'm a top of the mouth, pumping the cow's mouth,
And at a time where he seemed more in need than ever, he claimed that he had been abandoned by his co-stars.
You know, it's crazy. It's almost like they stole his innocence. So he has no childhood left. Like he's acting out because of what he went through. That's basically what that is. You can see it. No, he's actually crying in this clip. Let me check it out.
Stars.
Yo, man, Raven did not bail me out. My wife did. Raven ain't even trying to talk to me right now. She think I stole her damn phone.
Why would Raven be bailing you out when you got a wife to do that? I wonder what's the obsession. Did they ever date or something? I'm gonna have to check into that.
Raven did not bail me out. My wife did. Raven ain't even trying to talk to me right now.
Like, and what the hell did his wife say about the Raven tattoo on his neck? I know she's seen it, but maybe she really know why it's there. It could be something within the industry. We don't know. So I ain't gonna judge. I ain't gonna judge on nobody.
I think I stole her damn phone.
As the posts just kept coming, everyone got increasingly alarmed and wanted to see the actor and singer get his act together, with multiple comments praying for him. Even his co-stars, such as Major Payne's Karen Parsons, were horrified and tried to play it down as much as possible.
I guess that was a very different Orlando than.
That's different Orlando from what I mean. I just know I have such a very distinct memory. Everybody grows up. I just saw that string of a bunch of Orlando videos over there. I guess I'll have to catch up.
That was a big one. People kind of bugged out when you put that out.
Is it because of the Raven part or because of other stuff?
It's just he's very erratic. Like the whole interview was kind of like this.
Okay.
Still, Orlando kept making waves in interviews, and it didn't take long for media outlets to realize that his unpredictability made for viral content.
I don't have a problem with who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like me, and everybody know it. Me, I'm here as a tool. I'm used as a tool. I'm a teleportation device for those that need the sharpening. And if they don't want truth, then don't look me in my eye, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what the fuck you want to hear about yourself, myself, and everybody else in the room.
What is a typical day like for you when you are not?
A lot.
Okay. Wait, what's your favorite site to use? I like.
I'm gonna come to your house after this.
Okay.
But it's fair to say that this was pretty cynical. Rather than seeking to provide him with a path to redemption, these people were just exploiting the fact that, much like people who stare at car crashes on the freeway, social media can't look away when they see a star losing their mind. And unfortunately, things were about to get worse before they got better. Following a string of failed rehab attempts and arrests, Orlando wound
a lot of people out there just waiting for your downfall. They do whatever they can to make sure you fall flat on your face. They're gonna hype you up, lead you into a battle, and then walk out. You on your own. That's basically what social media is. Social media gonna make you do something that gonna make you regret everything, and then they're gonna be like, y'all gotta be careful with these soapbox warriors out here. All they do is just type away, and then they gone while you in some shit.
Ended up being profiled on the Dr. Phil show, and from the outset, his appearances and demeanor, complete with cat contact lenses, had people fearing the worst.
There are long-term effects.
And the thing is too, man, they have these people on a lot of medications too.
It can connect half a thought with another half a thought, so it can get pretty confusing. And I think there's a real good chance that what you've been through has caused you to have some neurological disruption. It's very clear to me that some of your thinking is confused. You need some treatment for that. And I think in a very short time, you can get back to being the Orlando that has been so successful in your life.
Particularly when he not only made a lot of crazy claims, but point blank refused to help.
I'm 4 years sober for a reason. I just now got out of rehab. I just now got out of ER. I'm not doing no more time away from my kids other than I need to. I appreciate that, but me being free after being locked behind bars for no reason and being set up, I can't dedicate another 90 days of being monitored all my life. I don't need that crap like other people. It's a slap in the face to people that actually need it.
Perhaps the most disturbing of all was his discussion around his kids, which left people, including Dr. Phil, completely shook.
And how old are your kids?
I got a 2-year-old, 2-year-old, 5-year-old, 8 and 11.
All right. Now, and what's the 2-year-old's name?
2-year-old, still in the belly. Still in the belly. We don't know yet.
And what's the?
He said the 2-year-old still in the belly. I mean, we talking Orlando Brown, man. He be off hinge, but wow, that's you could see it, man. Like he's done.
5-year-old's name?
That's Mason.
And the 11-year-old?
Charlotte.
Okay. Can I show you something?
Yeah.
I asked you before if you had kids. You said, yes, I have 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, what are their ages? You said 2, 5, 11, and 16.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what's the 2-year-old's name? You said Shyler.
Okay.
The 5-year-old is Mason.
Right.
The 11-year-old is John.
Right.
16-year-old, I don't know. I got to find out.
Right.
I asked you this time, you said the 2-year-old don't know the name because it's still in the belly.
That's because I have a baby on the way as well.
He even went as far as claiming that he had never met some of them.
I barely see them. I don't know them. They don't know me. That's what this whole thing is about. Being able to identify and, get back with my kids and stuff.
I'm not showing you this to make you feel bad about not being around your kids. I made the point that right now you're an extremely intelligent guy. And I said, but you're confused in your thinking. And as evidence that you're confused in your thinking, 30 minutes apart, you are confused about names and dates of children.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to put that together. That's what I'm supposed to be here for.
This is so sad. I grew up watching That's So Raven, and it's crazy that someone so smart could take a path that was so wrong. I hope he gets all the help he needs. After this shocking television appearance where he discussed his problems, Orlando underwent a prolonged absence from the limelight. And when he did emerge in 2020, he claimed that he managed to get on the straight and narrow not only through rehab, but from the love of his soon-to-be wife, Danielle Anglin. My name is Orlando Brown from That's So Raven fame, he shared. I had some struggles in the past, involving substances like meth and marijuana, not to mention an unhealthy attachment to the internet. I owe much of my success to Danielle for introducing me to such an encouraging place. The atmosphere here is one of genuine acceptance, camaraderie, important lessons, and spirituality. Everybody here is incredibly knowledgeable and devoted to their faith, truly astounding. Soon, he was speaking at church events, advocating for the power to turn your life around.
About this place, and when I came, it was amazing. I had a blast, accepting me for who I am.
Come on.
And, the whole thing, the Ron Patel and all the leaders are brilliant, they're geniuses, and they're getting up. And they're raising us all up in the way to be the same. And so all I can tell you is I want to say thank you to all the leaders. I want to say thank you all for coming out. And definitely the donate. It's going to help the brothers, it's going to help the family, it's going to help the team. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say. God bless you. Thank you so much.
After all he had been through, there looked to be some semblance of hope that he was moving forward and may even rekindle his career. However, this run of good fortune wouldn't last long, and on December 22nd, 2022, Brown was again arrested in Ohio. And this time, he even lost a movie role in the process. Reportedly, Matthew Sanders, the director of Up the Score, had cast Orlando for his return to the screen. But things took a turn when tensions escalated at his home. As things intensified, Brown allegedly threatened Sanders with a hammer and a broken knife blade before being arrested.
Why was he at his house? Was he trying to get something out of him to do, hey, do this and get this movie role? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Why did he have to meet him at the house? And these are things that start to make a little sense now. And you can see this man is definitely triggered and traumatized. And who knows what happened at that house? That sounds right.
Get up. Did you hear what I said the first time, bro? Bro. What? You get your up, bro. I keep telling you, man. Stop fucking playing around here.
Bro, come over here again.
He ain't playing.
Bro, my kids, I'm gonna you outside again.
But as bad as things looked, there was at least an upside for Orlando's bank balance. With his name now interlinked with controversy at every turn, he began to be sought out for interviews. Soon, Orlando was entering the world where pseudo-celebrities can get a second wind as talking heads, dishing dirt and spouting gossip about the world of Hollywood that fascinates those on the outside. And whatever you want to say about Brown, you can't say he didn't deliver when it comes to this. For starters, he was among the first
Enter Diddy.
to openly out Diddy.
Gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
Nigga, you can take the but he won't you. I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash koosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the shoosh.
And stuff like this is exactly why I think he is messed up the way he is. Like some of the stuff he's talked about, I mean, he's been in Hollywood since he was like 5, 6 years old. And a lot of these kids get dropped off. And these people, well, we all know.
Smash, Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshkash muash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshkash muash.
And when he wasn't mentioning people like Puff by name, he was shedding a light on the darkness in the industry at large.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. To make you buckle, bro. And people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids, and people, a lot of stuff that happened.
So the record labels are taking life insurance policies out on rappers. Mainly because it's more dangerous.
I mean,
because they already know they gonna hurt themselves. I mean, it makes sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. It's a smart move if you, wow.
Rappers nowadays.
I mean, this is a touchy subject. I just, I'll give you this. You can willingly turn woman and have a bag, or you can do what I'm doing. You can willingly turn trans, or you can get in trouble and go to jail and get stuck, and they do it to you forcefully because.
However, while some of his quotes were undeniably entertaining, there was a deeper, more unsettling side to his stories, which shedded light on the struggles that shaped him. This was especially evident when he opened up about his experiences on the Major Payne set.
Karen Parsons brought me a puzzle as a kid on the set. I went to do the puzzle in Damon's trailer, and it started rocking. It was just moving, and I went to the room that they were in, and they were fucking... Damon, I'm sorry. You cheated on your wife. You cheated on Lisa Wayans, my nigga. The baddest chick. If you look up Lisa Wayans with green eyes, short little chick with the short hair, baddest chick. You cheated on Lisa Wayans, you ass nigga.
He saw too much grown-up shit in his childhood life in Hollywood. So many laughing, but this industry really fucked him up as a kid. And while there's plenty of people who insist that he's insane, it should be noted that he has since been vindicated when it comes to Diddy. With one user writing, Orlando has been touched since he was a kid, and the drug use was his way to cope. But he is crazy and sane at the same time. And Orlando deserves a lot of apologies. Doesn't seem so crazy anymore. And for this reason, people listen when he's now casting the net further.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me.
Yo, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes. I mean, that makes sense now because a lot of stuff's been coming about Busta. How he liked the Bubble Butt Boys. How, he's attending a lot of these Diddy parties. And him and Diddy's close. So man, it's crazy, bro. Let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments. Some of it's a little messed up, but I liked Orlando Brown. I still like him. Very talented brother, kid, growing up, and to see and some of the stuff he went through, man.
Who you made love with?
Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That one from China, I didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence
Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
why you not having a hose?
Did he say Usher's a gusher? That's what he said.
What's that name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence
Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
why you not
Usher is a gusher? Whatever that means.
having a hose?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sent his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad? Lucifer.
While all of this might be entertaining, it's inciting concern over the state of his mental health and whether he should be filmed if he's intoxicated. He has fake friends. Instead of helping him, they're laughing and recording. His quote-unquote friend is lame as hell. I think he was abused as a child star and is now messed up. Sick. Seen as a source of comedy to make others feel better, it's unfortunate that too many have this mentality, including Charleston White. After encountering him on a podcast, Charleston had plenty to say.
When I get there, he getting up out the lift of the Uber. He already drunk. He see me and go crazy. I'm thinking he going in the character. So I'm studying, I'm paying attention to him. And so I'm trying to have some real straight up conversation with him. Tell him, say, boy, I say, Igga. I use the N-word, for monetization purpose. Say, figure, boy, they put me and you in a movie together, my figure. Man, boy, we go hit it big. He said, for real, I know. Because he had already took a big glass of Don Julio Reposado like that. He done took that to the head. So I said, say, listen, man, try not to get too drunk, homie. I got my manager with me so we can talk business. I said, matter of fact, Same, don't get his number before this nigga here get too drunk, because I already see how this going.
And while he acknowledged he needed help, Charleston insisted he wouldn't be the one to do it and would just keep laughing at him.
You Orlando Brown. So that was my angle to come to him. But he don't want to be a star no more, homie. I don't know what trauma he done been through, but there's some trauma that lie there. So I'm showering him with love, trying to see if he can come out of character and just talk, because I know that if they put me and him in a movie together, me and him go do a few more podcasts together. So when I find out how much he making, I said, man, he on drugs. So I called another platform he done been on, and I find out how much they paying him. And all the money goes straight to the dope man after the podcast.
I'm talking about Orlando Brown.
I want to make fun of him.
That's crazy, yo. I mean, to hear that coming from Charleston White, I mean, he ain't no saint himself, but yeah, man, Orlando Brown's out.
You hear what I said? No, nigga, I want to kick him while he down. You lying to me, nigga. I want to kick him while he down. Make him, I want to humiliate him.
And unfortunately, Orlando doesn't seem to be taking the foot off the brakes when it comes to his absurd behavior, basically turning himself into a self-parody of a child star gone wild. As the pressure to stay relevant through shock value grew, Orlando kept pushing the limits, even going as far as claiming he had sexual encounters with Bow Wow.
What's the weather? What's the weather today, y'all?
When Little Bow Wow was on there.
You got a problem with Little Bow Wow?
I ain't got a problem with Little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow got some bomb ass pussy.
Understandably, this shocked his fellow child star, who was less angered as he was confused and concerned over the situation. Tweaked out. But dude really need help? That's why we ain't tripping on him. Nobody taking him serious. It's sad because he had potential to be great. It's sad. Them drugs. And despite Bow Wow's concern for his well-being, he's continued.
Do y'all believe what he just said? Bow Wow tweet? Y'all believe Bow Wow tweet? Let me know down in the comments.
Continue to attack.
Okay, everybody, Bow Wow is raving.
Huh? Don't say that on here.
I said that.
Bow Wow's a good person, and what you said
Bow Wow is raving, and I had to.
No, he's not.
Liar.
And you know what? You and Bow Wow has never been in the same room. I taught them and he proved it, and he said you haven't. So stop capping on his name.
I fucked him, and I fucked like this.
Like, you're just
blood on my mama. Look at yourself.
I actually did a reaction to this when it came out like a couple of months back.
Look at yourself.
And he's not the only one who's fallen victim to this. Just look at what he had to say about Nick Cannon.
Oh, don't worry about Nick. Okay, look.
But it's not just other celebrities in his sphere that are being attacked, but his former co-star Raven Simone as well. In interviews, he claims Raven has lost sight of who she is.
Is that how Hollywood is?
If you're not on Orlando Brown's wave right about now, bro, and that's the problem.
Well, she's got a brand to maintain, and you've said some wild stuff about her, right?
Her song is cool, but like it has nothing to do. Like she's not gonna be on Bad Girls. She's not on Baddies, bro.
Well, that's probably a good thing, right?
No, bro. Like it's not about that. With the people, she don't. And then I would never, like me, I would never expect, I mean, that's what you do in your personal life is cool, but to be the person that you are to me, which is a very cool person, you have taste, class. I was like, wait, he did what?
Right.
And so that kind of f***ed me up because I know what kind of person you are. And then you helped me out when I was on a up note in my life and no one believed that I was a cool person.
The interview helped with that?
Dude, you let me come on your show, you let me rock it out.
Before making some dark allegations about her past too.
it was kind of important to me to start off there, and I had to get off my chest because I know that you're not that person. And it's like, what the
I feel like to you, given that you've grown up around like the Hollywood Illuminati, that people having sex with each other's spouses probably shouldn't even hit the register.
It shouldn't. There you go. That's why I'm like,
this is normal shit to you, right?
It is, but dude, you're one of us. So why would the you?
And by us, you mean
us.
But despite everything, it's evident that the public still has love for him. After all, a lot of people basically feel like they grew up with him.
Hell yeah, that's him.
What you doing, dog? You good, bro? Here you go. Hey, what's going on, man? You good, bro? Yeah. Man.
That's true. Like I said, a lot of us came up watching him as a kid, man. He's still talented, but yeah, we all watched him coming up.
And at times, he has shown signs of improvement. In interviews, he has reflected on scenarios like Dr. Phil and his subsequent drug use with a great deal of self-awareness and remorse.
I had a 2-year binge of something that I should have never, ever indulged in.
Meth?
Yes. And when it came down to it...
It was only 2 years?
Yeah. You know, that right there put me in a position to where it's like, okay, well, now I could at least say that, you know, well, I helped myself. Like when I got up there and said, hey, this is what I did. This is what I'm changing. And this is why, this is why things are going to get better. God willing, because I opened up and I did what most won't do.
Cat eyes were for Wendy Williams?
No, the cat eyes were for Dr. Phil.
Okay.
The cat eyes were for Dr. Phil.
Why'd you have those?
Because, man, I like contacts.
Seeing Orlando able to articulate and hold himself together so well after his own battle is amazing. Made me happy, made me smile. I'm so glad Orlando is in recovery and healthy. He is genuinely a good man and deserves true happiness. While in the eyes of other child stars, he needs all the help he can get, as they now see how the experience took a profound toll on his mind. A man who seems stable one moment and off the rails the next, it's hard to tell where the real Orlando starts and the persona begins. In certain clips, he even seemed to allude to adjusting his behavior depending on how much they're paying for the viral potential of his interviews.
Sharp today. I mean, going off other interviews in the past.
I mean, it's crazy. I'm gonna end this video right here. It's getting to be a long one. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description so y'all could check out the entire video. That's Loista. Yeah, I need to go give him a follow. Yeah, I need to go over there and give him a like and a follow. But let me know down in the comments, all those people that Orlando just named as far as having things with, do y'all believe any of that stuff? Do you think everything he's saying is basically off hinge and off the rocker? Or do you think there's some truths there? We could definitely tell he's been scarred. The diddler got to him, and he has a lot of stories, but are they truth? Is he making these things up? Peapod Cove, I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm out.